Chris Coons of Delaware. He sits on both the Judiciary and Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, busy day today. First of all, let's start with the Judiciary Committee. Lindsey Graham angered at FBI Director James Comey last week for saying he's not going to testify publicly about whether Donald Trump had his phones tapped with 2 Ps from Barack Obama. Do you think you're going to get Comey today telling you the truth about that?
I do think there's going to be forthcoming testimony today. The Senate Judiciary Committee, in which I serve, is exclusively focused on the Gorsuch Supreme Court confirmation hearing. But the Intelligence Committees, both House and Senate, continue moving forward on this. Joe, to your point about the president and his interaction with Angela Merkel, there are forehead-scratching moments and there's forehead-slapping moments with this president. That he repeated his accusation with Angela Merkel that he had been inappropriately surveilled by the previous president was just one of those confounding moments, and why he keeps repeating this is utterly beyond me, and I'm hopeful that the FBI director will help us get to the bottom of this and put this to bed once and for all.
What further steps can Democrats take to learn more, rather than just talking to Director Comey?
Well, by insisting on subpoenas, if required, on the Intelligence Committee, both Republicans and Democrats can make sure that they've gotten all the information.
Are you going to get cooperation from Chairman Burr?
I can't predict that. I'm encouraged by what I'm hearing from members of the Intel Committee, both sides. I was really encouraged, frankly, that Republican Chairman Chuck Grassley of the Judiciary Committee insisted on holding, moving ahead with the number 2 for the Justice Department unless and until Comey came forward. And I think we will ultimately get cooperation from them because we've got Republicans willing to work with us to make sure we get to the bottom of this. It's really in the best interest of the country.
Is it any way possible, David Ignatius, that this is actually this whole lie that was now, loaded on to Britain and Judge Napolitano, a Fox News commentator, and all these different layers of what appears to be a lie? Could it be seen as a massive effort to undermine the media, basing information on fake news and then calling the news media who covers it fake news?
I think it blurs the central questions for sure. There are still mysteries here. Is it possible that there was incidental collection that caught up people around Trump? That's one of the things that's.
But that's not Barack Obama wiretapping Trump Tower.
On the specific accusation by the new president against his predecessor, you wiretapped me, which was so vivid.
Yeah, in 4 tweets, not just one with a quote.
That appears to be dead wrong.
Right.
And it's really important, I think, for the credibility of the president and the United States as a country, that be rolled back. If today we get the evidence from Comey, and Comey says it didn't happen, I think it's really important for the president to acknowledge that.
Have we learned anything, Senator, about how the president is receiving information? You're a member of the Senate. You're plugged in on all these issues. People must be wondering, is it just the daily intelligence briefing? Is it a mix of intelligence briefing and news information that he's picking up on the web? How is he getting information? He's the leader of the free world.
Well, there does seem to be a disturbing pattern where his 6 a.m. tweets or his more alarming and outrageous tweets are based solely on cable news sources and on not well-sourced cable news reporting. That's partly what's concerning. And as he, frankly, continues to lead our country in important challenges, whether against North Korea or in trying to sustain our NATO allies and alliances, it's important that he focus on reliable sources of information, not those that feed into a more conspiratorial
view. But he's clearly choosing his sources. Yes. He didn't make a mistake.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
This was intentional.
Yeah, you've got a busy day ahead of you today.
We do. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Good luck to you.
Tomorrow on Morning Joe, our guests are going to include Republican Senator John Cornyn of Texas, and still ahead.